Hello, hello, hello. I don't normally do these kind of videos on this channel, but we're going to do it because a lot of videos have appeared in my YouTube feed and I've watched them and I've been left bemused. There's an old expression, there's an old saying, fake it until you make it. And that appears to be what's been going on I don't know, guitar, social media. The curious case of Giacomo Tura, who exists, I think, on Instagram. Again, Instagram isn't a place that I have any interest in. I do YouTube, that's about it. Sometimes on Facebook. But I never heard of the guy until this story broke about him plagiarising his performances, lifting people's songs and miming over the top for Instagram. It made him very popular. He got called out for it. It did him some damage. Now, plagiarism is never good. I come from a media background, trained journalist back in the day, in the previous life, and plagiarism is the worst thing you can do. It is a cardinal sin. It's you can lose your job over it. So any kind of theft, because that's what it is to be frowned upon. And then he's miming, he's faking it. Now, I thought the whole point of like social media and all this thing is to be authentic, to be your authentic self. That is an expression that's often used. So it bemused me. So, and I watched, there's a guy, was it his name? Danny Sapko? Again, I don't, his video popped up. I don't follow him. Seems like a funny fella. And he's the guy that exposed it. He exposed it, sort of the whole thing. And again, very meticulously went through it. And you sit there and you go, wow, because it's a whole world. And you do think to yourself, maybe I've done this wrong. Maybe I could have got more popularity if I'd have faked it until I made it. But that's not what I'm about. So he made his video, and then other people chimed in. Adam McNeely, who I do follow, and Rick Beato, who I don't follow, because that guy's so full of the brown stuff. And both of them kind of justified. They kind of backhandedly justified Giacomo Tura's behaviour, because they said, well, many famous people in the past have faked it. Now, they're talking about like Whitney Houston at the Super Bowl and various performances on TV shows in the 60s or on the 70s. Now, again, over in the UK, Top of the Pops, which is our top music show, everybody mimed to the hit of the day. This is purely because of production issues, and that's what people did in the old days. Unless it was a live music show and had more time to set up. Now, I attended the Top of the Pops filming back in the day, and they literally did it all in 40 minutes. They literally span around and mime. The kids go and stand over there, next guy comes on, mimes, and it was all done really, really quickly. So there's no technical time to set things up, do sound checks, play the song, the yada yada yada. It was only later in the 90s that they started doing like live performances and live vocals, because they moved to a different soundstage, not in White City, but that's something else. But people accepted it because we knew, we knew that people come on, did their song and got off, and it sounded like the record. It didn't. I don't think people ever thought that it was a live. It was just they're doing their thing on television. But then to use this to kind of justify Tura's behaviour, I thought was ridiculous, because again, these social media people, are supposed to be authentic. And then Beto said the guy wasn't even he couldn't even play well enough to be on Beato's channel. So you think, well, yeah, it's like, what the hell is going on? Now, you start thinking, what came first? Was he a guitarist first, or, you know, was he not good enough and he thought of a way to fake it till he made it? It's kind of curious what his end game was going to be, because he was always going to get found out. You know, one day somebody's going to join the dots, and it happened. So that was either incredibly naive or incredibly arrogant, that you go on this this campaign of theft. But one of the points that Adam McNeely and to a lesser extent Beato said is that people don't care. People don't care if you mime. Again, it depends. That's contextual. If you're watching Top the Pops or a music program, or someone doing a performance at the Super Bowl, or at some other outdoor event when sound issues can come in, again, it's all about putting on a show and it being as accurate as possible. It's very different to a live show, an actual proper live show. It's about hitting your mark and it going out live, because we've got adverts coming. That's why they tend to do, part live, part mimed performances, and that's a given. And I think people are forgiven of that. But when it comes to this, or anything on social media, I don't think people would be forgiven, would they? Because you come on to see the performance. You go, wow, this guy's clever. He's really doing that. Because that's how it's presented. He is really doing it. Not he is miming to this. Because if he was miming to it, what's the point in watching it? Because he's Giacomo Tura. I've never heard of him. Now, it's very different, him doing it on Instagram, to Whitney Houston doing it at the Super Bowl. Whitney Houston was a superstar. An amazing voice. I still get sad thinking about her early demise. Again, there is no comparison. A nobody versus a superstar. And this is where the likes of Beato McNeely have got it completely wrong. And they kind of justify his behaviour, which is he should be sued. The guy should be sued. We should never hear of him again. Now, again, my small contribution to the digital detritus that is the internet. I come on here and do my thing. I do music because I find it challenging, and I'm not a natural musician, and I want everybody to be able to, if they look at me and go, God, if that idiot can do it, then so can I. That's what I want. That's what I'm here for. That anyone can play guitar. Once a famous band once sung. And music should be for everyone. And this is it. And people like Turra, they create this artificial kind of almost unobtainable level of playing, because you can't play it. It's not real. It's not actually real. So now there's going to be a lot of people out there looking and thinking, who's real, who's fake? How real is this? Again, I don't exist in those realms, so I have not. Again, when I watched him do playing, I was thinking, people fell for this, because it doesn't even sound. Some of his performances, it doesn't even sound like guitar. It sounds really weirdly processed, But then there's me, and I can only talk from my perspective. I come on here, I do my little guitar videos, I demonstrate guitars because I like guitars, I love music. It's what makes me tick. And it's not about me. It's not about my performance. It's about the guitar. That's why I play the way I do. I mean, it's not about me. I don't show off. I'm not there to show off. It's not about my ability. It should be about the guitar. And it should be out you going, God, I like that guitar. Not I like that guy playing the guitar. That's what the videos are about. And then you think about this guy, and it's all image. So he could get the brand deal. So he could get the guitar deal and whatever. And that's just where we are. That's where we are at this moment in time, where someone can fake it until they make it, and people like Beato and McNeely can kind of justify it by saying, well, people don't care. I think they do. People don't like being lied to. People don't like having the wool pulled over their eyes. especially when, you know, plagiarism is going on, and plagiarism, that's not a good look. And happy to say, you have my 100% cast iron guarantee that I will never fake anything on this channel. Every fluff note, out of tune guitar and mistake is included. And again, I believe in keeping mistakes in because I'm human. I'm not perfect. I know you guys think I am, but I like to show my limitations. But I found it all rather curious, and it also shows you that something can exist over there and you'd be totally unaware of it. Because I'm like, who? What? You know, I'm watching Michael Lemo at Norm's Rare Guitars. Again, another player who can play but shows off the guitar. It's not about his playing. It's about the guitar. It's about the instrument, and that's what it should be about. And again, a lot of these people who are out there, they don't actually write anything. They don't actually release any albums. They don't actually say anything. It's all about image, you know. Whereas, at least I try and record stuff and put it out there and say something. Buy my new album at the link below. Ah, so you turned it into an advert. See, genius that. But I played every note on it and I didn't fake it. So there you go. So yeah, I thought it was really curious that a guy can be a complete and utter plagiarist and steal and not credit people and just be a general shitbag, and then other people will justify it, and they use their platforms to rather than absolutely condemn it. They kind of go, well, if people don't know, it's okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know, that's not what he was doing. He didn't put himself forward as Giacomo Tura, the fake guitarist. And like I say, all eyes will be on every performer on, I guess, Instagram and YouTube as well, to see if they're really doing the thing that they say that they're doing. Because it is easily done. You can slow the video down, you know, slow the audio down and mime to it slowly and then speed it up to proper pitch. You can do all that, can replace the track. There's loads of things you can do to fake it until you make it. And it's a shame we've got here, but it was always going to happen. There was always going to be unscrupulous people that were going to take advantage out of you, and you always think guitarists are better than that. They pulled us all down a bit, because now you're going to think I fake it. No, I don't fake being this bad. It's taken 30 plus years of practice to be as bad as this. But anyway, in a world of Giacomo Turas, be a Darren Locke and include your mistakes, because it shows you're human. Even the best guitarists make mistakes, you know. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the instrument. That's the beauty of the guitar. That is the true beauty of the guitar. Is the guitar can be a tough mistress, and the beautiful thing about that instrument is that you can put 100 guitarists into a room, give them all the same guitar, and it'll all sound different. And that's the beauty of the instrument. And it's a real shame that this shitbag, that's the best way I can describe him, has done this, because it's done a great disservice to any of us who enjoy the guitar, you know, and try and do something with it. It's just, you know, it's sad. Write your own tunes. You know, he didn't need to do this. That's the dumb thing, is if he could play, then why would you do it? So then maybe he can't play at all, and that's the real thing. But anyway, that's by two bob on it. It's been gurgling around my head, because like I said, it's been coming up on my feed because I follow a few guitar channels, and so it's been percolating upwards, and I've been watching it with incredulity, because you go, what? People fell for it? And then you got people justifying it. What do you think? Do you like being lied to? Do you like being conned? Is there room in the world for Italian plagiarist guitarists? Where's my brand deal? I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. But it just shows you what social media can do. It's a very powerful thing if you know how to manipulate it, and some of us don't. Thank you for watching. My name's Darren Locke. I've been playing guitar badly, and you've been watching. Thanks for that. Ta-ta.